we've been watching Northern Pintails. This is a male. Beautiful birds. It's in full breeding colors. And I'm getting probably some of the best overall looks at Northern Pintails I've ever had. Now, I've looked mostly at the males. If a female comes along in good view, I'll focus on her. But we're, this is a somewhat cloudy day, or at least cloudy at the moment, so I'm not getting too much distortion, and these pintails have been relatively close, so I'm taking advantage. There's a female. Her coloring is a little bit more, obviously more drab than his, but she's beautiful as well. She doesn't have quite as long a tail as the male does, but she's beautiful in her own right. There's no doubt, though, they're very elegant ducks. There are other ducks here as well, including northern shovelers, and I may have just heard a gadwall, but I'm not positive. I wasn't even aware that they were here until I heard some of the vocalizations. So like I said, I'm taking advantage as best I can. And there are others here, but I've been focusing on mostly on some. Oh, that's a green-winged teal there. On the other side of the road, I wouldn't have this traffic occasionally driving through. This is really, for me, a special look. I'm very appreciative of it. Like I said, it's probably the overall best look at Northern Pintails I've ever had. As far as I can tell, things are clear, and I'm getting nice light, and they're not too far away, so this is kind of a treat for me. She may look more drab in overall appearance, but there's obviously a lot of detail to her feathering, her coloring. Hearing a Canada goose right now also. Lighten it up just so we can see his face a little better. Trying to focus sharply so we can see him, but it's not easy for me. There's some fine detail to his feathering also, his coloring. Very nice. Trying to get things steady here. Naked eye, she certainly blends in well. I'm having a hard time finding where she actually is with my own eyes, but are those two still nearby? The other two? There we go. Oh, and there's a. That is a. Female, that's a male right there with the greenish stripe on its head and the white cap, and a female behind him. So, Northern Pintails. Here's a male standing. Let me see if I can get zoomed in here. Come on, Ferris, come on. Some of the best looks I've had at them so far today. The lighting is not bad, not perfect, but not bad. And come on, wire. Who knows? Maybe I'll get better than what I've already seen. We've seen them over the last couple weeks on Cayuga Lake, but somehow lighting wasn't as favorable, and they're maybe actually a little bit farther than this. So this is a good opportunity, I would say. So these again are Northern Pintails. These are males. I did get a good look earlier at a female. Oh, someone else is coming along. Who's that? That is a green-winged teal. And I believe I hear a mallard. This is a male green-winged teal. Considerably smaller than the pintails. I'm not sure where the mallard is who's vocalizing, but oh, here's a female. Sounds like a couple female mallards vocalizing. That is those are pintail vocalizations. And actually, looking with the naked eye and the way these are all lit, it's not easy to see them amongst the various bits of ground that pop through the water. So when I heard the vocalizations, and I'm glad I recognized the vocalizations, I was alerted to the fact that pintails are here. So again, this is a female here we're watching. Let me lighten it up just a little. just so we can see her a little better. I think the skies are getting a little bit lighter, which I don't necessarily want. I don't want things to clear up. I'd rather keep the cloudy weather, which gives us, I think, overall, in terms of seeing the birds, better sunlight. Now, again, that in the background is a green-winged teal. And here is another pintail, a male pintail. Notice the tail. The females don't have that long tail like the males do. Turn so we can see it, would you, please? Okay, we'll look at this one then. Oh, no, okay. As you know, I've been hoping to give you a good look at pintails, and quite honestly, I've been hoping to give me a good look at pintails. One of my favorite ducks. There's a green-winged teal. See that long tail on the male? You don't see that with the females, like I said. You know what, let's move to one that's over here. Shoot, I missed something. She was just splashing as she was preening. Hope you're enjoying this. I don't know if you are. I am. You know, so often we've seen them and they're too far away or they're moving constantly and we can't get a good look, but we've been lucky here today because they've been relatively stationary and we've been watching them. I even saw two males kind of, I don't know if they were kind of having a little bit of a power struggle, but that was earlier. And I only caught part of it. I don't think I caught the whole thing. And it was just a brief thing. No harm done. We won't be here all day, but this is something I'm enjoying sharing with you, and I'm hoping you're enjoying it also. So again, I've been focusing mostly on the Northern Pintails. Let's take a quick look around, see what else is here in terms of some of the other species, if there are any. Some are closer than others, like I told you about who's that? Oh, that's a pintail. These are all farther out. Green-winged teals there. Northern shovelers in the background there. Again, there's a pintail, more green-winged teals, male and female. The male has the green and brownish head, and then there's a female. They're smaller, around the smaller side compared to some of the other ducks, but special nonetheless. More pintails. No shovelers that were nearby. There were shovelers I saw earlier that were closer. I don't see any right now. Oh, there may be some, maybe. Shovelers. We'll lighten it up. So this is a male northern shoveler right there, and there's another one swimming in the background. Notice if you're unfamiliar with them, notice the very prominent bill that they have. Male and female. We've had good looks at them before. There's a female in the background. Much more drab in terms of coloration, but she's still beautiful. When you look at the detailed coloring she has. Where they are is more difficult for me compared to some of the other ducks we've been looking at. But and you've probably heard the various cars going by. Quite a few people are here, even though the visitor center is closed, but there's a lot of activity bird-wise, so a lot of activity human-wise. So again, these are northern shovelers. The three more flamboyantly colored ones are the males, and then there's a female also. Canada geese are coming in, 3 of them. And others are either welcoming them or something. I don't speak goose yet. It's good to see the shovelers. Let me check on you guys. Back to a northern pintail as he preens. Lighten it up a little again. So like I said, I'd say overall this is the best look I've had at northern pintails today. I've rarely had everything work out to have a good look at them. We're going to move on pretty soon and go elsewhere, but I am certainly happy with what I've seen so far today. As I said, we're not going to stay here all day, but I think I could stay here all day.